He nei te hoa nui tapu hua tāne.
Tiritiri Marting, tossed by the wind, settled by the Kauro Amaki tribe. In the 1850s, European farmers cleared Tiritiri of native bush, and the island was farmed continuously up until the 1970s. The Department of Conservation was then given responsibility for Tiritiri, and the regeneration program began.
Right, I'll think about it. Tiritiri. Parents, come a little bit closer, don't have to shout. Welcome to Tiritiri Mātangi. Now, my name is Barbara, and we also have Ray here that was standing next to me. And Ray and I look after this wonderful island so that you can visit it.
We've got a diverse group here today, haven't we? We don't want to get you mixed up. First of all, welcome to Tiritiri Mātangi Island. My name is Ray Walter. My wife Barbara is over with the school group. We work for the Department of Conservation, look after Tiritiri Mātangi. Would you people like to come a little closer? Would you please? Don't come too close, we live on an island.
As I say, I came here in 1980 from Mokuhinau Lighthouse further to the north. That lighthouse went automatic and shut down. And I came here and the idea was this lighthouse was to remain as one of the few manned lighthouses in New Zealand. And all of a sudden it went automatic. It was quite a shock. I've been in the lighthouse service for just on 30 years at that stage. So they asked me to stay on. I took a retraining course in nursery work and established the nursery here and started growing the plants. The program was a 10-year program and we worked within that 10-year scope. It took about 5 years for any real change to start to take place, but since then we've done enhancement planting around dams and now we're just starting to plant the southeast end of the island. Looking back on it, I don't know which is a better life because both of them are very good, but they have different aspects, of course. But it's certainly nice to stay on an island where your lighthouse was.
We often used to take people to do voluntary work. They would offer to come and help in the nursery. And we had a retired minister here, Jim Battersby, and his wife Barbara, and they were busy in the shade house. And they said to Ray, we need another rake. And Ray said, we don't have a second rake. We only have one rake. And they sort of said, well, how could they help us? And they came up with the idea of the Friends of Tiritiri, or the supporters of Tiritiri. They asked for people that came regularly that might be interested. And so the original meeting, there were about 20 people involved. It just snowballed, more and more people wanting to help us.
We've just got 2 new video cameras and 2 new video units, which has basically been supplied by the supporters of Tiritiri. And they've fundraised the money and supplied the gear basically so we can monitor the kokaka nests. So it's just taped up into the branches and it's attached to the video machine, which is powered by one of the 12-volt batteries. So you just need to come and change the battery and the tape. We're just doing it every sort of second day to get an idea of, hopefully catch her when she starts laying and incubating the eggs.
It must be getting close to 1,500 members, and we're coming up to the 14th year. Look at it! Originally a lot of schools were coming here and planting, and we came up with the idea that we really would like the schools to continue coming, so why not just do an educational trip. Most of the schools that supported us in the past still support us, and some of their pupils are actually at university doing biological sciences. in conservation studies, so we hope that was sparked with an interest when they were planting trees here. Best thing about living on this island, as far as I'm concerned, apart from Ray of course, are the birds. They've all got different personalities, they really have. Mr. Blue, of course, was the most famous one, but one of our original two males. He was known to get up at all sorts of tricks. He especially was one of those related to humans more than to their own kind. He would really take a fancy to them. He would have the most personality.
It annoys me, you see, only time Doc really gets any sort of newsworthy thing is when something starts to go wrong. But there's hundreds of people working within Doc really put our lives into it. You know,
if it's been a bite mark from a dog or something like that, then the bird is going to be suffering from some sort of infection in there.
This is a program that is telling people that Doc does do good work.
So we want to control the infection with antibiotics. We don't. Okay.
It's necessary to have the public participate in conservation, because without public, conservation won't work.
This is a scientific reserve. There's only one of two island scientific reserves in New Zealand that is open to the public. There's some very rare species of birds and plants on it, and we require your help in looking after it.
You can't operate conservation in isolation. It must be done with public support. It's a success story because of the input from public.
You're very good. You should be very proud of yourself.
So there's now other revegetation programs going on, following, not just following the pattern of this, but following the philosophy. Makes a lot of sense. You know, if we can bring bush back, bring the food supply in, reduce your predator numbers. You don't have to get rid of them completely, but reduce your predator numbers. These birds will breed and exist. And you know, we need birds, like everybody else needs bread and butter. The bush needs the birds.